Good afternoon. One of the functions of access control systems is to record the time an employee arrives and leaves the premises. These records allow you to see how much time a person has spent at their workplace. In other words, you can keep track of the hours an employee has worked. In Sigur, with the help of the additional time and attendance module, you can generate a report on the hours worked by an employee, that is, on their work time. The parameters of this report can be flexibly configured, and if you use the additional event response module, you can also set up automatic emailing of this report. This will make it easier for responsible personnel to receive the necessary information. Let's take a look at how to set up scheduled work time report delivery in Sigur. First, let's check if the required modules are available. In the client program, open the File menu and select Module Management. To generate the report, you need the Time and Attendance module, and to send it by email, you need the Event Response module. These modules are included in this license. To set up regular delivery of the employee work time report, you need to do the following. First, configure the unified report profile, meaning the type and parameters of the data included in the report. And second, set up the parameters for sending the report by email. The unified work time report is configured on the Reports tab. You need to prepare a report profile, which will determine the format of the file being sent and what data will be included in it. I have already prepared the type of report that I want to send by email. We explain how to create a profile and what data can be set for export in a separate video. Let's take a look at what this report looks like. To do this, let's set an arbitrary time period in the time and attendance field. A week. Select employees via Staff List button. Choose Warehouse Department. Click Get Report. The program will generate an XLS file with data on employee work hours for the selected period. The report also includes the actual clock-in and clock-out times, their schedule, and any underworked hours. Let's set up automatic report delivery by email. First, you need to set up the email sending parameters in the File and GT email settings menu, such as the SMTP server address and port, login, password, and other details. I've already entered this information in advance. We covered the details of setting up email notifications in a separate video. Now let's set up a schedule for sending the report. To do this, go to the Events section, click the plus button on the top toolbar, and enter a name for the new event. On the right side of the window, select the On Schedule type. In the Starting Time field, specify the date from which the set sequence of days will be executed cyclically. You can specify that the action should only be performed on the first day of each month. To do this, you need to check the box Perform on the first day of each month. In this case, the area will automatically be filled with the first and only day. For example, let's set up sending a work time report every week on Mondays at 12 noon. So in the Starting Time field, we'll specify the nearest Monday. In the Days field, add 7 days, and in the first, set the time to 12. You can also specify rules for handling missed actions. If the server was unable to send the generated report by email if it was turned off or lacked internet access. Options: Do not execute, execute once, last reaction only, and execute all. We'll leave Do not execute selected. In the event reaction type, select Send Email, and in To enter recipient's address. Multiple addresses, enter separated by commas. Let's specify a clear subject for the email. For example, Warehouse Department Work Report. If needed, you can also fill in the body of the email. To attach the report to the email, choose Attach Unified Time and Attendance Report. After that, employees and departments for which the report will be generated become available. Select a group of employees using the ellipsis button. Select the warehouse department and specify the prepared report profile. Use the drop-down menu to choose the reporting period. Available options are today, yesterday, last week, last month, this month, and others. Let's select last week. Click Apply to save the settings. Now, every Monday at 12 o'clock, the server will send an email with the attached report on the hours worked by the selected employees to the specified email address. I should note that, in addition to information about the employees' worked hours, the unified report can also provide other data. For example, you can track employee tardiness or calculate the total hours worked by the department. Since this data can be obtained using the unified report, you can also set up scheduled email delivery for it, just like in the example described earlier. So, we've covered how to set up regular receipt of the employee work time report. Thank you for your attention.